Hey, so today gonna be installing the we're gonna be installing the FIGS spherical bushings for the lower control arm, the number 1 position bushings. So I'll just show you here. I already got it pressed in on the new arm, and I froze these bushings beforehand so they would slide in easier. So once I put in the frozen bushing, I was able to just hammer it in with this bearing tool, this press, this press essentially. Just hammered it in with the hammer and it slid right in. Just, work my way around. So I'll show you how to do this one and get the OEM bushing out of here. So what I'm gonna do for this one, I got my Sawzall ready, and I'm gonna cut off both sides here, and then that'll cut off the inner sleeve that's in there, and then we can get our hole saw and we're gonna saw out the inside just to weaken the material even more, and then we can hammer out the these little rings that are in there. But you'll see how that works in a second. Okay, so far everything's working out. This is a 1 3/8 hole saw, but I would go up a size more because it just barely fit around the inner sleeve of the bushing. Just barely fit in there, and obviously I could only drill it from this side. So I went in, got both sides of the bushing off, just cut them off with the Sawzall, and that part right there where it's broken is where I just hammered it and broke it off instead of cutting through the rest of the way. So then the hole saw took care of the middle portion, and it didn't go all the way through the bushing, but just used the hammer to hit the center of the bushing and just punch it out, because the rub, once you get the hole saw all the way in, the rubber's paper thin, so you can just punch the rest of it out. I had this punch here just to kind of help me push it out, and now I will hammer in these metal flanges and then get the material the rest of the way out. You see right in there, this cavity right here is the control arm, and here's it's 2 halves, this OEM bushing. So here's 1 half, this bushing, here's the edge of it, and obviously this is the edge of the other half. So what I'm gonna do is just put my punch on this lip, on this edge, and just punch it out. It's already starting to move. So I know this doesn't look pretty, but you can get this bushing out yourself. Don't pay a shop to do it. All you need is a Sawzall, a metal cutting blade. I would get a longer one. I just got a new one because this one was going dull, and I would probably get a more aggressive tooth because these go dull real fast. But use a long one like this, and once you cut off both sides, the collars, I guess, then you can punch out these 2 sleeves. So punch, this way on this lip first, not only to collapse it, but to start working it out. And then you punching it like here on this lip actually separates the sleeve, and it makes, essentially shrinks it. So then you can punch it out through here. But we're gonna try to press the other spherical bearing in. Okay, this should still go in pretty easily. It's not as cold as the other one was, but I'm hoping it's still cold enough to slide through. Okay. And we just know from the pictures, obviously it goes like this. It's already kind of in there. Okay. And we're gonna try to work it in. Hope you can see. Oh yeah. I want to say it's on there. Maybe a few more taps on this side. It's in, it's on. You know, that's just superficial. Oh well. All right. All right, so I just wanted to show how free this bearing now is. So there's an alignment spacer. The longer one goes towards the rear of the car, and then for more caster, this additional alignment spacer that's spinning here, that one also goes towards the rear. From some of the pictures that I saw online, I'll confirm with FIGS and get a sure answer on that, but I believe this is how you adjust for additional caster, a max caster. Obviously you want to position the arm as far forward, essentially moving the wheel forward, giving you caster, and then you're supposed to offset this bearing with these two spacers in the forward position for max caster. So just showing you the misalignment of this arm. Now it, like, you know, it's so free, and even when I tighten it down it should still move, you know. So essentially this you know, these spherical bearings can be in the air and still be tightened down, and it'll still have movement. But that's just how much misalignment there is. Just trying to show you. I'm hitting the subframe with the arm, but you get an idea. So you want to remember to when you're putting the arm on, to put this spacer in as you're guiding it in. Helps to have your bolt ready. We'll put it in there and have it started. way through. Washer and nut. OEM washer and nut. I got a lot of stuff hanging in the way, but the arms are completely torqued down. This bolt here and this here, and see how it can move. See how it can swivel, pivot, completely torqued down. You still have movement, so you don't have to have the car on the ground to torque these bolts, spherical bearings. So that'll make things easier when putting suspension arms on. You don't have to have the weight of the car on the ground. You can just torque them and they still move. They don't bind at all.